today, you are the face of PDP in Kogi State. Perhaps without you, we wouldn't have had a senator in the National Assembly from Kogi State. But we thank God you are there for us. We want to thank the people of the Central for being steadfast in their support for the People's Democratic Party. You fought a war and you won the war. And today we are seeing the manifestations of the victory. It is true, political parties in Nigeria have challenges. Problem of ideology. But the PDP is closer to any ideology than any party existing in Nigeria today. PDP.
Thank you so much. Next. Okay, maybe let them just say.
Also did mention that it is local. Politics is local. And as for me, the senator representing Kogi Central, my duty is to join hands and forces with the PDP party structure to see how our Kogi Central can broaden the space and receive as many people into our folds so we can strengthen ourselves down here. I have thought of sharing a little message with you. The challenge we have today, largely with all political parties, PDP not being an exception, is that our political parties in Nigeria lack philosophy. The APC does not have a philosophy. The PDP itself, sadly, also does not have philosophy. The Labour Party, ABGA, even the ADC today does not have a philosophy. And I'll explain to you what the philosophy is as it resonates today worldwide with political parties. Let's take an example. Let's take a look at America, for example. America has two main parties, the Republican and the Democrats. And by looking at a Democrat, when you look at an individual in America, or you look at a state, you can easily tell by their way of life, by their actions, by their beliefs and the truths that they live by daily. You can easily tell the party they belong to. For example, a Republican person is against abortions. A Republican person also is against the gay strides. That means they believe in two genders, male and female. A Republican also believes in strengthening the military more, empowering them, financing the military so much more to protect the borders and security in the country. While the Democrats, on the other hand, they believe in abortions. They also accept the LGBT, which means the different, whether you are male, female, or you identify yourself as a he or she, that is it. So what?
Well, I would pray that the national executives resolve the crisis internally, that they open their hearts and their minds to discussions and conversations that are quite meaningful. And but it's nothing that can resolve dialogue, but just be honest dialogue, because people have elections to protest, and the people are actually looking for opportunity as a position. But I need to mention that PDP, like other parties, will develop minorities that will resonate with Nigeria. Because that is what is lacking. We just have PDP, like other parties, as their platforms that I would love to remain for the rest of my life. I would love my children who would want to contest elections to join the party. As well as other parties. How political parties that are way over 50 years, 100 years, and they need to stay because of their and this is their way of action. And so that is what I was wanting to do. The crisis, earnestly, honest
political parties just accord themselves as a platform upon which a person contests an election. And that is why we see people camping. It shouldn't be so. So the message I'm leading to the political party and to the leaders of my parties, as we are strengthening our party locally and nationally in the course of the weeks and the months, I pray that we get to the drawing board and define our party's philosophy. When we're able to define our party's philosophy, it will be difficult to have people decamp or leave at slightest frustration. Do you understand what I'm saying? We must have a political party that is larger than the individual. Today, sadly to say, I am probably right now larger than the party in Kogi Central. If you listen to the large speaker, yes, if you listen to my big brother, Alhaji Badamasi, he connected, the message he passed there was, Natasha is our leader, wherever Natasha goes. That means if I decide to join Zenith Party today, most people in Kogi Central will decamp. Yeah. Because I today am the philosophy of the party in Kogi Central. But ordinarily it shouldn't be so. Listen, you need to understand, it shouldn't be so ordinarily. The party should actually be stronger than the individual. Normally that should be. The party, normally the APC should be stronger than President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Do you understand? But it's not so in Nigeria. And I pray we get to a point whereby each political party will be able to define its set of beliefs and truths, and then imbibe that in the philosophy of life daily in the hearts of the people of Nigeria. So that once you identify yourself as a PDP member, you will easily know that what that person stands for. You could easily tell the developmental strides that that person will churn out when he's elected, he or she is elected in office. And then I hope that you begin to see it's where political parties lack philosophies, that they begin to use force to install themselves and their allies into offices. It shouldn't be so. We should be able to have debates. We should not say, you know what, oh, Kogi Central. Because by the way, listen, I tell you, ordinarily, if we are to find ourselves as a state in America, with the way of life of the Ibiras, we will easily fall into the Republican category because we are conservative in nature. Republicans are conservative. We are a bit withdrawn. And we share certain values as the Republican Party in America imbibes today. So what I will say, the only message I'm passing on to and I'm pleading with our party, you see, it takes a drop of ocean. It takes every drop of water builds an ocean, and the same way every tree or a collection of trees make a forest. So our own little effort today, as we are prepared to receive the campees from the APC, we pray that the same stride occurs in other parts of the state and other parts of the country. But dear Chairman, it is the duty of the party at the local level, at the national level, to define a set of philosophies and principles so that we can boldly tell Nigeria what we stand for, who we are as a party, and what to expect without lying. Without lying, we should be able to. And I promise to play my own role in strengthening the party. I have been doing so. When I the educational sector, we have brought pipe-borne water to the people. We have we're building a police station just a few meters away from here, and we're doing so much more. We've touched pretty much every aspect. So what that means is if we decide to contest again in 2027, it will not be difficult for me to sell myself. So that's exactly what I'm saying, because people will know, an average person knows what Natasha stands for. So it will be difficult for me to sell myself if I decide to contest. And that is why I say, if by the time PDP puts itself together and we begin to churn out good, credible candidates in all the spaces of elections, it will not be difficult to convince a citizen to vote for that person, because you could easily tell what that person stands for and what to expect from that person in office. So may God bless us, may God guide us. And to the Dikampis, thank you so much. I know it wasn't an easy decision. I always believe that political parties, just like religion, is of free will. You can decide to be a member of whichever party. And I will say this, at the 2 elections, or the 3 elections I contested, in SDP, which was the senatorial and governorship, and in PDP, the senatorial, I had people from other political parties vote for me as a senator because they believed in me, okay? But I hope we will grow the PDP to become a party that people will vote for all the candidates of PDP because they can vouch for what the party stands for. Do you understand? So I promise that, here's a promise I'm making to all the Dikampis today.